Hi, welcome to DappBlocks. In this video, we will learn some basics of Solidity programming language. If you are new on the channel, my name is Himmat. Here we learn all fundamental concepts and practical development of blockchain technologies. So if this is something helpful to you, then press the like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. Solidity. Solidity is an object-oriented, high-level programming language for implementing smart contracts. What is smart contract? A smart contract is a computer code which runs on Ethereum blockchain. Let's see some smart contract properties. Smart contract is immutable, that is, once deployed, smart contract cannot be changed. Contract can be deleted using self-destruct. Smart contract is deterministic, which means outcome of smart contract execution is the same for each run. Smart contract is permissionless. Anyone can write a smart contract and deploy on the blockchain network. You can anytime interact with other smart contracts just by sending a transaction request. If you want to learn more about smart contract, I would highly recommend to watch my previous video on the smart contract. Please find link in the description below. Now let's see how we can develop a smart contract. I would recommend you to use Remix IDE to practice your smart contract development. Here, no need to install any software or no additional setup is required. So once you open the Remix IDE in the browser, you will find this workspace. Then we have the compiler. So here you can select the compiler version and compile your code. Then we have deploy and run. So here you can select the environment and all other details, and you can deploy your code on the blockchain. So let's go to the workspace. So by default you will find these four Solidity code or Solidity programs. So whenever you open this Remix IDE, you will find all those Solidity programs. Let's look at the first program, that is storage contract. So here if you see, first line represent the license. So this code is licensed under GPL. You have to mention your license. Second line is the pragma. So this is the instruction to the Solidity compiler how to treat this code. So this compiler version should be above 0.7.0 and below 0.9.0. Then we have the comments. So either you can comment a single line comment with the double slash, and the above represent the multi-line comment, that is slash star, and the end with star slash. Then we have this contract. So if you see here, so smart contract is set of functions and the variables stored in the contract address. So if you see this is the static variable number. So Solidity is the statically typed language. So for each variable you should provide the type of the variable. Then we have these two functions, one is store and second is retrieve. Then if you go to the compiler, you should select the compiler version. So that should be between the 0.7 and 0.9. So here 0.8 is there. You can click on the compiler. This will compile your smart contract. So there is no issue in the compiler. So that is the reason it's showing properly. Let's add something. Let's add the plus C. There is an issue. So once you compile this code, you will find all the details here at the end. So this will provide all the errors. Then you can check your errors and recompile that. So if you compile, this is the proper. Then you can find here compiler details, compilation details. So here name is there. Then we have the bytecode metadata. In bytecode we have the objects opcode. So we can go through it. Then we have the ABI. So you can check all the compilation details over here. Then we have IPFS and SWAMP. So these are the shared file system. We'll discuss those later. This is the ABI and the bytecode you can copy as it is. Then we have the this deploy and run. Here you can select the environment. So these first two, London and Berlin, those are the in-memory environments. Then we have the injected Web3. Once you click on that, it will take you to the MetaMask. So once you enter into it, it will automatically fetch the network and your account details or the wallet details. So this is the Ringb network and this is the wallet. And once you click on deploy, it will deploy on the Ringb network through the MetaMask. Then we have the Web3 provider. Then these are other details. In the ganache, you can copy this HTTP or JSON RPC. You will find this over here. Just copy it, and in the ganache provider, just paste it here and save it. Okay. So this is the account address. So you can cross check. So this is the first account address. You have multiple account address. You can select from the drop down. You can select the contract from here. Here we have only one compiled contract, so it's showing the one, and click on the deploy. So once you deploy, you will find all the details over here or the logs over here. You will find the transaction hash and from address to address gas used for this deployment, and you will find all other details. This is the details of the deployed contract. We have the store and the retrieve methods or the functions. Store and retrieve. If you go to the blockchain, if you see this is the contract deployment or the contract creation transaction. You can verify the transaction hash with that. You can verify this transaction hash ending with 94. Okay. So ending with 941. This is the transaction hash. Okay, then you can find the blocks. So first zero is the genesis block. This is the first block where contract is deployed. You can store this value. So this we are storing the 10. So if you see, there is a transaction to store this value. So transaction hash there. Then to address is the contract address from which wallet you are sending a transaction, and the gas details are there. And if you see there, this value is 10. So you can go to the ganache. See, there is another block. Since we are the only user of this blockchain, there is only one transaction in the block. So transaction you can also verify. This is the contract called transaction. You can verify the transaction hash. If you go to the accounts, you will find the transaction count. If you want to retrieve, just click on the retrieve. You will find the value. So let's store another value 25. If you go to if you see there, transaction count is 3. This is another contract call, and the new block gets added. So for retrieve, we don't need the transaction. This is just similar to get the account balance. So for getting the balance, we don't need the transaction hash. So this is just a simple storage contract. We just see how we can compile and deploy the code and some basics. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.